In my recent Fire Emblem 11 Hard 5 Iron Man, I racked up a total of 220 deaths. This number, while quite high, can clearly be a lot higher. So I now ask the question, what is the maximum possible number of deaths in Fire Emblem 11? I will count a death if a unit is killed in combat either as an ally or an enemy, or if the village you're recruited from is destroyed. The vast majority of possible deaths come from replacement units. Starting from the beginning of Chapter 4, if you have fewer units than the maximum deployment limit for that chapter, you will get replacement units up until that limit. However, note that units that join at the end of the chapter will count towards your deployment limit, and thus reduce the number of replacements you get. There are 4 such units that join in this way. 3 are from Guardian chapters, Horus, Etzo, and Ymir, but you can kill them during the chapter so they do not join. And the last one is Ellis, who will automatically show up in your battle preps in the start of chapter 24. And so this reduces the number of generic characters you can get by 1. There are a couple of other special cases, such as the choice between Aaron and Samson in chapter 16. Normally, you can only recruit one of them, but if you let one or both villages be destroyed, you can get both of them killed. Next, there's a choice between Goto and Nagi. Normally, you can get only one of these characters, but if you want to go for maximum deaths, you must get Nagi, because chapter 24X will give you 11 more generic unit deaths. Lastly, if you go for normal mode, you can get 2 more characters, Frey and Norn, which can add 2 more to your death counter. There is also the Alm Staff, which can resurrect a dead character to be killed again, and since we get it in the same chapter that we are forced to get Ellis, it does not lose us any deaths. So here's a list of the deployment limits for each chapter from chapter 4 until the endgame. You subtract 1 from each chapter since Marth cannot die. Subtract 1 from chapter 24 since Ellis' recruitment is mandatory. This gives us the total number of generic unit deaths per chapter. Thus, the total number of possible deaths is 55 named units, plus 336 generic units, plus 1 from the Alm Staff, and 2 in normal difficulty, giving us a total of 392 deaths in any hard difficulty, and 394 deaths in normal difficulty. Since the replacement units only have 31 unique names, it is therefore possible to get 11 generations of generic units. Anyway, that's it for today. If you'd like to see more of these informative videos, please leave a comment below on what you'd like to see. And of course, remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.